Murungi, Senator for Meru County and the District of West. Thank you, Chair, for the meeting with this important session. And sorry for coming. I just saw the invitation this morning when I reported to the office, and then there's several meetings to clear in the morning. So sorry for coming late, but it's better meeting than that. So I'm here to listen to you as you prosecute the issues raised by the Auditor General, so that also can benefit from what is happening in the ground that they represent in the Senate.
You are welcome, Mr. Speaker, sir. We are talking about issues to do with legal fees, where Senator Dulu has disclosed there's a petition before the House, but we are now finding that there could be bigger problems. Governor, is it a fact that you have 800 cases against the county?
It's an average, thank you, Chair. It's an average of the number that is 800, and we inherited almost all the cases from the former regime. Those are the issues that we've met there.
So the disclosure of 601 million in the contingent liabilities is only for 2 cases?
It can even be for one case, because with one case, like Leopard case, that we are supposed to pay over 600 million for one particular case. 600 million.
That is one case?
That is one case.
Such that if you have to disclose your full contingent liabilities, it would be the domain of billions of shillings.
Thank you, Chair, but some of the cases are still pending in court. We don't know the outcome of the case, so that we can amount or give a figure that is supposed to be given out by the county government.
Actually, where a determination has been made, it is no longer litigation in progress. Litigation in progress are matters that are still before court. So you make an estimate of the likelihood of the matter going against you. So this 601, is this litigation in progress, or these are actual rewards or actual awards against the county?
Yeah, those are 2 cases which were already settled. That is Leopard Rock, payment to Leopard Rock Hotel. By then it was around 500 million.
What is the case about? What is the case about?
The case was one about that there was an hotel owned by county, but now the previous government removed the LC of the hotel.
The LC?
Yes. Then we went to court and it was
seeking damages?
Yes.
Was there an appeal lodged by the county?
Yes, there was. But
the matter went up to what level?
To arbitrator.
So it was settled by arbitration?
Yes.
At that cost?
At 500 million?
Yes. Can you
what is the valuation of the property?
Thank you, Chair. We are humbly requesting that the CC will the CC public administration will assist us on that.
This is what happens when you disregard laws and do not institutionalize the legal department. Because a CC is a political appointee. He can be impeached tomorrow by MCAs. This is such an important matter. You can imagine having a CC in charge of procurement. That's what you're doing. Procurement is a professional undertaking. Law is a professional undertaking. Accountancy is a professional undertaking. And that's why there are acts of parliament to guide how they should be run.
Yeah. We were also afraid that we will end up again having another big case and paying the wakili, who was now the attorney, a lot of money by having one again in place. That's why we had to wait to hear the court determination so that we can move forward.
So, Bwana CC, you can tell us what is this that cost the people of Meru 500 million, which is, as per your earlier assessment, these are 500 ECD classrooms.
Thank you, Chair. This one, it involved a French investor with a company called Leopard Rock. He was evicted from this premises. It was a hotel. And they went to arbitration. It was determined that the matter was for arbitration.
What is the reason for eviction? Because that is also important.
Apparently, the regime then, they wanted to hold it to to use it. The county wanted to run and manage the hotel.
Did they follow the procedures? Because there must be a contractual relationship between the county and also the then investor.
Definitely the procedure was not followed, and that is why they were, it was said that the damages be awarded. The damages were to the tune of 350 million. By the time we assumed office, that interest had gone high. We have even sought the intervention of the Office of the Solicitor General. We have had meetings, several meetings, because it has been said that this French investor actually is related, I don't know, to the French government.
The 350 million award has not been honored.
We have part repaid by now. The last financial year we paid 100 million. We settled 100 million.
What's the total obligation taking into account interest?
Approximately 600 million.
For what period?
And how much have you paid already?
100 million.
You have paid 100 million.
Yes.
You have to pay another 600 million for a claim that ought to have been 350 million.
Yes, because of the interest.
So there has been 250 million which is avoidable. 250 million. It's interesting.
The chair, I'm really shocked. Governor, you are not there. I thought Kiraitu Murungi was a lawyer. Council.
Thank you.
Yes.
What happened? And Chair, for me, this is a matter you really have to pronounce.
Yes, from
yes.
Our experience, we have seen where the governor is a mason.
Yes.
They still through masonry.
Yes.
Where the governor is a lawyer, they still through legal fees.
Yes.
And where the governor is a bishop, they still through the church. So,
Chair, this is why agencies are saying our country is broken down. Look at these things. Some of us are really heartbroken. Look at these things. I mean, it's like deliberately, Chair. Somebody went, concocted a strategy to kick somebody out of business who had an agreement. Then this individual goes to court. Then the attorney goes there and negotiates and then agrees to pay this. Why would somebody who's the senior counsel in this republic make such a silly mistake?
Thank you, Chair. This is not only the case. We have so many other cases since 2013. One of the cases are supposed also to pay around 150,000. As we speak, 150 million. As we speak, my CEC Finance and also the Chief Officer have been hiding throughout the days to prevent them from being arrested by the police. And it is also my humble request here, if these questions can in a way get to be answered by those that were in office by then.
Let's distinguish two things. There's responsibility and liability.
Yes.
You have the responsibility now. We shall determine the issue of liability. And that's provided for in Article 2 to 5 of the Constitution. So don't be worried about that. You are not the one to give those instructions. It shall be this committee. But you have the responsibility now as a CEO. If wrong decisions were made in the past and there's still an opportunity for legal redress, it is your responsibility to seek that legal redress to save the people of Meru.
Thank you, Chair. These are, I believe and I know that these are my responsibilities. And as a result of raising or being concerned about the issues that happened and also people trying to come on board and try to hide some things. That's why you see the governor of Meru appearing at Senate for impeachment twice, because some people don't believe that we should be very transparent and accountable. That's why you see there are so many issues in there, because some of the things are like secret. They are hidden and they don't want to be published so that people can know what is happening.
Now what we must do is that we must get a disclosure of your contingent liabilities, because then what you have here is not contingent liabilities. What you have here is actually a pending bill, not a contingent liability. Because an award has already been made. You have not challenged it. You have not provided any evidence of an appeal. Is there evidence of an appeal?
Yes, it was challenged until up to Court of Appeal. Also, all the legal avenues were exhausted.
And you lost at the Court of Appeal.
Yes.
So now you have to pay.
We have to pay.
And if you don't pay, the interest continues accruing.
Sure.
And you know that if you get to that point, you have to pay. You have to pay. Even if you drag Kiraitu Murungi here, it will not change anything. You still have to pay. Governor, let me allow Senator Matthew to go on record. He's just joined us.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. My name is John Meru, Senator from Nyandarua. I'm sorry that I've joined a bit late. Without necessarily going into the question that we have, there's something that you asked in passing, and maybe you'll be interested to know how much would be the value of this particular facility that you have now to pay 600 million for. What would be the value of that particular facility?
I'm not a valuer, an expert in valuation, but
remember, our first issue was asset management, asset policy. You said you have an asset register. We expect this property to be part of your asset register. So what is its value in your asset register?
In my opinion, Chair,
it will tell us you have an asset register. So what's the value of this property in your asset register? I don't want approximations. You told us earlier that you have an asset register.
Yeah, I remember posing the same question, that how do you audit your assets now that this is another policy?
So what's the value of this property in your asset register?
It's 150 million.
A property worth 150 million.
Yes.
The county of Meru is paying 600 million on a terminated lease for a property worth 150 million.
Yeah, I think this is just outright conduit. It is just a conduit to seek for money from counties, and I think, Chair, we must have a conversation around that arrangement.
And Governor, as your officers are hiding, the lawyers are smiling because interest is running. There has to be a solution. There has to be a solution.
Yes, Chair, maybe I would advise on the cases that are not determined. Can you do proper analysis so that where you feel we need to appeal, because 800 cases, you're going to run that county bankrupt. So you need to do analysis of all those cases. Where you need appeal, you should appeal. Where you really feel that this is not right, you should actually defend properly on those matters. Since you have 9 lawyers within the county government, I think this is ridiculous. Thank you.
Senator Maria Momas.
Chair, let me give you a picture of interest, which is accruing every year. 2021 financial statement, page 86. Note annex number 8. There are 2 contiguous liability register, which is 1 and 2, which is construction of the hotel on the land parcel known as Meru Municipal, which is 109 million. The next one is Leopard Rock Hotel, which is 337 million. That is 2021. If I take you back to 2022, 64, the same asset, which is Leopard Rock Hotel, has a figure of 491 million. So it means that every year there is 154 million as an interest. So Governor, if you see there is an interest every year, and I also expect 2023, this 491 plus 154 to be almost 700 million. So as a CEO and manager somewhere, what is your take? What action have you done? Because the first asset is the first legal fee, there's no change. of Meru Municipal is the same figure, but this one there is 154 million. So as a manager, what is your take on this? Do you leave it like that, or it's becoming a billion? What is your take?
And as a response, remember that your own source revenue in that financial year was just about 600 million. The money you have collected from Mira, Mubuka, traders and Boda people is all going to pay some, you said it's German or French?
French.
Some Frenchman. Money you're collecting from the poor of the poorest. That amount corresponds almost exactly to your own source revenue. I think we have said enough on this. We want to hear your proposed solution.
There is one point that we are forgetting. The people who have cancelled the license should be held accountable. Because if they didn't follow the law and